Today we're taking a look at the Air Jordan 12 Melos. Welcome back to Kicks on Kicks, my channel where I review sneakers, and today we're looking at an Air Jordan 12 from 2004. These are the Melos, the University Blues from 2004. Not to be confused with the University Blues from 2012 that only came out in grade school sizes. We'll talk about the difference between those two shoes in just a second because it is such a very subtle difference. But we're also just going to go over the overall design features on this shoe, and then we'll talk legit checking indicators because you need to know if you're trying to buy this shoe 20 years after it released retail, what the difference between this and the fakes are. Well, this is the replica. What the difference between this and the retail shoes are. But before we do all that, I gotta give a huge shout out to the homies that sent this over in order for me to review them. So thanks to you guys. The information is down below. But let's start this shoe or this review off from the bottom like we always do. So from the bottom up, looking at this outsole, it's a standard Air Jordan 12 outsole. We got white herringbone pattern on the heel as well as the forefoot. Got a nice little black 23 little accent piece. We got that white Jumpman that actually extends up toward the midsole. And then underneath we got this carbon fiber shank plate. So of course this being the first shoe to release after the Air Jordan 11, which was the first shoe to feature a carbon fiber shank plate. Very cool stuff. See that technology carrying on here. It's also really cool that you can see like the evolution in design from year to year on any Air Jordan model. This, of course, modeled after or inspired by the Japanese rising sun. You might have seen a graphic with the sun and then like all those rays coming out. That comes from Japan, and that is where the inspiration for this shoe comes from. Now, let's talk about the midsole. Not a huge midsole on it, but got this five-line midsole. We got this sort of textured pattern right here, kind of like a python. Because now we kind of associate any sort of snake with Kobe, but this actually mimics the print on a basketball. Now that I'm feeling it, it's that same sort of those dot texture, and that same sort of basketball-like print extends onto the upper where we got this sort of mudguard piece in a white synthetic leather, like I said, with that sort of basketball texture embossed onto it. And then did the same thing on the medial side, a little hit there as well. Not patent leather like the Jordan 11s, just nice straight leather. Now, onto the rest of the upper, we've got, I don't know how we would call this. I mean, there's a tumbled leather laid over some really soft padding, and we've got a design made just by stitching these lines, right? So again, that rising sun pattern all over the shoe. Really cool to see, especially on an all-white sneaker or mostly white sneaker. You guys know I'm a sucker for any colorway involving Carolina blue because I'm a Tar Heels fan, and these fit right in. So these were made originally, I guess, like as a PE for Carmelo Anthony back in 2004, which was his sophomore year with the Nuggets. He's draft class of 03, so 03, 04. It'd be that same year, actually, or same season. So cool stuff. Really like these. So the University Blue is really supposed to be for the Nuggets, but hey, you make a University Blue shoe, it's a Tar Heel sneaker for me. So anyway, moving on to some accents. We've got these silver eyelets here, or lace loops, which you typically see something like this on a boot. It's very interesting to see that make an appearance on a sneaker. And while we're here, the difference between this, the 2004 Melo Jordan 12, and the 2012 grade school University Blues are these eyelets. So these eyelets are silver on the Melo shoe. On the grade school shoe that came out in 2012, 8 years later, these were gold. And to go with that gold was a little gold accent piece right here. It's yellow. It's yellow rubber, but gold colored. Just a couple things to note. One thing to keep in mind. Now, on this tongue, you already know we've got the words to and 3 there between the laces on the lace bed. We got a nice university blue Jumpman. And then on the interior, on the guts, we've got a fabric sock liner in that nice university blue. And yeah, man, that's the shoe. Now, let's talk a little bit about legit checking these shoes. Before I do, let's look at the packaging that these came in, which is the first indication that you're not dealing with the real deal. So here we go. This is a Jordan 12 box. This is like the sort of classic Jordan 12 box that I feel like most of us remember from that episode of Martin, where he gave his shoes to some kid. But anyway, brand new Air Jordans, as Martin would say. Air Jordan 12 Retro, white, college blue, metallic silver. Pretty sure on this shoe it actually said university blue, not college blue. Got these in the size 9. Suggested retail $200. I don't think these retailed for that much back in 2004. But that's that. And let's get to the first legit checking indicator on this shoe. Oh, by the way, I was like, what is that flapping around? This did come with these little protectors for those chrome eyelets. But the first indication that this shoe is not real is this box. This shoe didn't come in this box. This shoe came in like that old school Jordan face box that like most of the retros were coming in from like 95 to like 05, 06 when they finally switched to the box that was gray without the face but had the bubble letters on the side. Anyway, these shoes should have come in that box, the face box, and these didn't come in the face box. So that's the first sign that this shoe is not legit. The next telltale sign that this shoe is not legit. Obviously, on a 20-year-old sneaker, there would be some yellowing. Specifically, these plastic panels right here toward the bottom, or just where it meets the outsole. This plastic right here, and then the one on the lateral side that actually says Jumpman. Those would be oxidized. Like, those would be yellow, no matter whether or not anybody wore the shoe or not. Those would be like yellowed, tan at this point. They're not on this shoe because this shoe was manufactured recently. As a matter of fact, I can show you the manufacturing dates on this tongue, which is the last legit checking indicator. Wow. Manufacturing date on this says May 8th, 2023 to June 26th, 2023. So unless they're planning on retroing these very soon and the retro has these manufacture dates, that would be your dead giveaway. Because this shoe came out in 2004. There's no way it was manufactured 19 years later. It's just impossible. It's impossible. But anyway, that's the shoe. I didn't even touch on the back of the shoe where we got that Jordan there and the 23 on the back with the 9. This is a very classy shoe. Jordan 12s are among the most comfortable retros to me. It's Jordan 12s, Jordan 13s. 14s aren't that comfortable to me. But 12s and 13s, I love. Certain 11s, some feel better than others to me. And then in like the Jordan 3s. Anyway, nobody asked for a top 5 most comfortable Jordans list. So anyway, this shoe will hold up well. Maybe not with the dirt and stuff because it's an all white shoe, but it's going to feel good on your feet. It's not going to feel modern, but it'll feel good. Heavy shoe, but a lot of cushioning. Anyway, I really love this shoe. I think they did a great job with it. As far as other legit checking indicators, I had to do black light tests, see if we got a bunch of glue stains or pen marks. Oh, there we go. Pen marks on the back where they're trying to line up this Jordan sign right here. That back tab. There you go. So you can see that. There's pen marks there. Other than that, not a bunch of excess. Well, there's some excess glue on the midsole. I don't know if you can see that. And then you can also see, that's an extra stitch. Okay, here we go. Pen marks on this little piece right here, just above where they're trying to tell you where that plastic piece is supposed to go. So it's all there. It's all there. That also says to me that this piece on the medial side is probably not lined up exactly correctly based on where the pen marks were and where the actual shoe got placed. So there's that. So, I mean, again, for this one, do you really need to pull out a black light? You know, if somebody brings these to you brand new and just try to sell them for like a couple hundred, that they're probably not the real deal. But hey, I got you in case, you're feeling, like Mr. Trusting over there. But anyway, so those are the legit checking indicators. A lot of glue on this, especially near that carbon fiber on the outsole. So get yourself one of these black light flashlights. I can link to one on Amazon. And I'll see you guys in another video soon. Let's get to the on feet.